Hey guys, ResiFan here. I just wanted to do a quick review and stuff. Sorry if you hear noise in the background, it's just my family. Can't help it. I've been meaning to do it. I said I was going to do it a few weeks ago, and I just haven't had the time, honestly, because of college work and lots of stuff. And I've just been real busy trying to get, you know, shit done, pretty much. So now that I got a few minutes, I was going to talk about Panic at the Disco 2, Weird to Live 2, Ready to Die. Fucking dog. I've been listening to it for pretty much since it came out. I've been listening to it pretty much almost all month. I listened to the third album, Vice and Virtues, a bit here and there, but pretty much this is all I've been listening to music-wise. So I'm pretty much just going to go through the songs and give my opinion. The singles, This Is Gospel and Miss Jackson, I'll talk about, obviously, but I'll go into brief on them because my discussion video... Ooh, pardon me. My discussion video pretty much covered those a lot better. I won't say amazingly or anything because I don't think my videos are any stretch of the imagination amazing. But I talk about them a lot more in that. So if you really give a shit as to what I think about those two, watch the discussion video. And thanks for getting over 1,000 views. I really appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I'll quickly just touch on them. So This Is Gospel, great single, was the second single. It's the first track on here. I'm going by the list of tracks. I'm just going to keep that there so I can see it. It was very good. I thought it was very good. That the flow of it was amazing. It was so short and it left you wanting more, but not in a bad way. It was like you wanted. Every time I listen to it, I usually like replay it a few more times because I can't get enough of it. Dallin's backing vocals are brilliant. The bass is okay in this song, but you know, it's still a very good song. Lyrics are great. There's not much lyrics, but it's a good song. It's just a very good all-round song. Sorry, I got people messaging me on Facebook. It's just a very good song. Then we go to Miss Jackson. Very, very good. I didn't hear it at first, but pretty much the lead instrument is the bass guitar by Dallin. Dallin's pretty much been given a lot of freedom to do what he wants with the bass, and I think it pays off. This is hands down not only the best album for the bass in any of the albums, backing vocals as well. I don't know if I'd say this is my favorite album. The more I've listened to it, the more I really, really enjoy it. And there was just a few songs here and there that I just didn't care for that much in Vices and Virtues. Hurricane was one. They're all good, but I just didn't care for them too much. Hurricane was one. Calendar just kind of got boring to me. Yeah, just a couple like that, really. There wasn't too many amazing, like, it was amazing songs in Vice and Virtues. That's why it's my favourite. But at the same time, a couple of songs I thought could have been a little bit better. But this, apart from one that I'll get to later, I think they were all very, very good. And they were all very, very good right now. But Miss Jackson, great bass, great lyrics, fast-paced, sounds like the old school Panic at the Disco we know and love. But surprisingly, the first time after hearing the two singles, I was listening to the rest of the album. The rest of the album sounds nothing like the singles. The singles, I can tell they were picked for one reason and one reason only. Well, two reasons. One, they were catchy as hell. And two, they sounded kind of like older Panic at the Disco to kind of give the impression of, oh, well, maybe the rest of the album will be like that. So the people who wanted the older stuff can come in and get it. And then, you know, I can see that. But I expected it to be a lot different. But I was still shocked how different it was. But it wasn't a bad shock. It was like, oh, wow, this is extremely different in a good way. Vegas Lights was one that I was very interested in since the track list got released. Another one was Girls/Boys, but I'll get to that one later. Vegas Lights, Brendan Urie said he wanted to do a song that was kind of like if he went clubbing or something, like going clubbing at night in Vegas, pretty much, walking down there. Like he said, this would be a song I'd want to hear as I'm going past like clubs and shit. Not in like literally clubs and shit, but you know. And it definitely sounds like that. Very catchy, good beat to it. Lyrics are very good. The backing vocals are great as well. That's another thing. The best backing vocals and bass I've ever heard of the four albums. Gonna be honest. So Vegas Lights is very good. This next one, Girl That You Love. For me, it's probably the second worst song in the album. And I mean, there's no real bad songs in this album, same as in Vice and Virtues. Just okay at best. Girl That You Love was good, but it was like really repetitive. It's like Girl That You Love, and it keeps doing that for like about it felt like 5 times he would say Girl That You Love, and it just go on and on. and it just got boring. It's quite a short song as well. It just got boring. I don't know, just something about that. Number 5 is Nicotine. This is a surprisingly addictive song, just like Nicotine. Um, it's the only song in the album that has bad language, which is um, I've been hijacked, my life or your life, I think it is. Your life's a fucking drag, or my life's a fucking, I don't know. But that's very good. Bass was very good. I can just like, I just want to headbang to this. I don't know why. I'm not like, it's not metal or anything like that. It's not hardcore and all that shit. It's just a good song. It's got a good beat to it. I don't know. Girls/Boys. This music video was released the day the album came out, so it's technically not a single, but it is because it had a music video. The music video was parodying some rapper or something's video where he was like topless the whole thing, and I did watch it, and it was pretty much Brendan just half naked, pretty much fully naked. And the camera stopped at his like stomach, so we didn't see his dick. But it was awkward to watch as a straight guy. Yeah, but the song was very good. I usually when I put that video on, I don't even look at the video; I just listen to the song, and then when the video's done, I come back and click away from the tab. But it's a very good song. Bass, I think hands down, this is probably the best. This is probably the best bass of it all. The songs, followed by Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson had really good bass. But Girls/Boys, very good. Great lyrics, decent drumming, and great bass. Just really good song, really catchy. I can't stop listening to it. Number 7. This was probably most people's like. I think out of people that have said it's their favorite song or whatever. For the album at least, they've said it's either their favorite or second favorite, which is Casual Affair. Very good. It's very powerful, very powerful chorus. That's the one word I think everyone who ever talks about this is like saying. It's very powerful, lay in the atmosphere, a casual affair. It just very good, very slow, very powerful song. I can't really describe it too well. It's really hard to describe, but it's a very good song. Then we come to not only my favorite of the album, but my official new favorite Panic at the Disco song. Before it was Turn Off the Lights, which was a bonus track from Vice and Virtues. But this is my new favorite song. It's my new ringtone, everything. Far Too Young to Die. Just very good. The lyrics are perfect. The chorus, I can't get out of my head. It's just incredible. I can't think of a song that's better than this, especially in this album that I've heard in the past 3 years. I don't know what it is. It's just such a great song. Yeah, it's just amazing. Then we come to number 9. Now this is to me the weakest one. Everyone said this was their favorite, and I just don't see the appeal personally. I don't see the big deal about it. It's called Colorful. Number 9. It feels very much like Oh Glory and Stormy put together from the bonus tracks of Vice and Virtues. Stormy was good, Oh Glory was okay, but I don't know what it is. Like the beat is good to it, but I just didn't. I could never get it. I can't ever get into this song. By the time this song comes on, I'm just like bored of the album at that point because tracks 1 to 8 are flawless, but then I get to 9 and I'm just like, it just really off-puts it. I don't know what it is about this track. It's really, I just don't like it. Then we come to number 10, which is The End of All Things, which is the ending of the album. It's definitely the weakest. I wouldn't say it's the weakest, but it's a weak ending to the album, a weak finale. Basically, Brendan wanted to write a song for his wife Sarah, so all the lyrics are his vows, his wedding vows. And after reading the credits, the lyrics, I can definitely see that those would be perfect vows, like lay us down, we're in love, whether near or far, we will always be. I think it's we'll always be together, something like that. I can't really remember off the top of my head now. I'm quite tired, to be honest. But it was decent. The piano was good, and the vocals were good, and it had a lot of heart and love and soul behind it. But to be honest, besides that, it just doesn't fit. Nearly Witches, in brackets, ever since we met, was a much better finale to the album. I know there's bonus tracks and shit, but that's supposed to be the finale. Great, that was a perfect ending. I don't think they could have done a better ending, and then they done this, and it's not bad, but So to be honest, besides the last two tracks, the album is pretty much flawless. So pretty much Girl That You Love, Colourful, and The End of All Things, the only ones I have an issue with, really. The rest of it's fine, perfect. I don't know if I gave a rating to Vice and Virtue. I'm just going to rate all of them now. Fever You Can't Sweat Out to me was a 7 out of 10. I'm so sorry, a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty Odd was a 7. Vice and Virtues was an 8. And in my opinion, Too Weird to Live, Too Red to Die is a 8 out of 10. No, sorry, not an 8 out of 10. 9. Oh, let me start over again. Fever You Can't Sweat Out, 7.5. Pretty Odd, 7. Vice and Virtues, 8. Too Weird to Live, Too Red to Die, 9 out of 10. And the reason I say that is because The End of All Things is a good song, and The Girl That You Love is a good song, and in parts, Colourful is a good song. It's just I didn't really care for them. That's my personal opinion. But tell you what, I got 7 or 8 other good tracks out of this, and I can't stop listening to it. It's a different direction, and I am enjoying the direction. And I have no idea if they're going to do this with the next album, because they're always changing. But I'm always, I like a surprise. I like variety in my life. So whatever it is. Just a quick thing I want to do is like a wish list for the 5th album. I want there to be good bass like there is in this album. This album, if they can carry over the good bass, great. The drumming could have been better in some songs, but I am aware that Spencer, the drummer, was undergoing an addiction thing, and he was pretty much going to go to rehab and shit. So he was half in, half out of this album. Pretty much, he was trying to help it fix himself and do the album. So that's probably why the drumming isn't up to Vice and Virtue standards, which is respectable, and I can understand that. That doesn't really, it doesn't really affect it too bad. The Dallon's bass definitely, and the backing vocals. The one thing I want more than anything in the next album, obviously the bass carrying over, the better drums, the vocals perfect. Maybe a bit more guitar. The guitar is lacking in this one, but I think that was because 1, they've only got 3 people, and 2, they wanted to introduce Dallon in a good way, and let him take front for most of the songs when it came to bass, which is a great choice in my opinion. Miss Jackson and Girls Love Girls /Boys. Sorry, I got Facebook going off again. My phone. God damn, everything that could go wrong. Son of a bitch. And then one more thing. Dallon has a great voice. If you've ever heard the Brobex album, Violent Things, he has a great voice. In my opinion, not quite as good as Brendan's, but still a very good voice. What I would like is kind of like Pretty Odd, where they had Mad as Rabbits, and there was a couple of other songs where they let Ryan, Ross, and Brendan sing together. I want to see something like this, either one of two things. Brendan and Dallon singing together, like taking it in turns and shit, like a duet, or having Dallon sing a song. I want to see one of those in the next album, and that literally, and also make, improve on maybe a couple of the bits here and there, and pretty much it'll be a perfect 10 out of 10, because this is 9. This is almost perfect in my opinion. There's just a few tracks that I like. The last 2 tracks really just, I don't know. Just the Colourful is the one that, I don't know, it's just something about it. I don't like it. But yeah, that's just, that's my opinion. So, yeah, that's my review. 9 out of 10. I don't know when the next album will be out. They're probably going to be touring for a bit and not even thinking about the 5th album for a little bit. So, yeah, until that comes out, there won't be any more Panic at the Disco talk, I don't think, till we get any news on it. But, yeah, that's my opinion. 9 out of 10. Too Weird to Live, Too Red to Die. It's worth every penny, in my opinion. But, obviously, I'm a Panic at the Disco fan, so it's a biased opinion. Coming from someone who doesn't like Panic, well, it'd probably be shit. But that's how most music artists are anyway. If you don't like them, you don't buy them. If you like them, you buy them. Or that's just the way shit is in the music industry. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. And I'm glad you watched all my Panic at the Disco videos leading up to this. I really appreciate it. And my discussion video. Thank you for getting it over 1,000. Really, 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 really appreciate that. Thank you, every single one of you. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Thank you. Facebook's going off again. I'm going to go. Thanks, guys. Bye. And my phone.